Hello and welcome to Kickass Boomers. Our Kickass Boomer of the day is Kevin Barry Price. Barry is my brother, and he has been playing the guitar for many, many years. He is self-taught, and now that he is retired from his regular job, he is spending time in his studio creating and recording music. In this episode, he will share his journey as a musician, his aspirations in life, and his joy in music and music production. He will also be sharing some of his new Halloween album. So you will be the first audience to hear snippets of his new album. Happy Halloween, Barry, and to my Boomer Nation. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? Happy Halloween, everybody.
Thank you. Happy Halloween. This is the perfect day to be here talking about your Halloween album. So tell us about it. How did it come about? And then explain what you've done and how you've done everything.
Well, it all started. I just had I had an idea that I wanted just to, make a song. And then a song started going into another song and another. And I was writing it as I was going along. I'm making up a story. The whole thing is a story. And it just turned out to be a story as it went on. And I started writing. There's a lot of acting going on. So I'll be doing voices, talking and stuff. Plus there's a lot of music and jamming. And I do all the instruments. I did all the writing. I do all of the vocals. This is all completely me.
Perfect. So you've done everything, music, lyrics, everything. That's great.
Yeah.
And you're playing it in the background now, right? So we hear a little bit of it in the background.
Do you hear it okay?
Yes, we hear it. Yep. I can hear it.
And I have all kinds of synthesizers and things. So I can do all kinds of that's where I get the lightning and the thunder and the ocean waves and stuff going on.
Right.
Through my synthesizers.
Nice. So you have a whole studio and you're in the studio right now, correct?
Yeah. And okay, yeah. I'm sitting in the studio right now.
Right.
That's where some of the things this background behind me, sometimes I do, I've done some videos where I just called Midnight Jams, where I have this background behind me and I just sit here on the guitar and just jam something out.
Nice.
So, I haven't put them up yet, but they will be coming up soon.
Good.
On the Facebook, the KB Blues, BLUEZ, on Facebook.
That's
Facebook, my music page. And I throw other things from other people down here and there. I try and keep things interesting there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And you also do some open mic stuff too. Open mic stuff too, correct?
Yeah, I do open mics every week. And right now, I do some of these songs that you're hearing. Right. That I could do solo without everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, it's Halloween soon, so you might as well do some of the Halloween music. That's great.
Yeah. Now, and the thing is, when I went on, this next song is called "The Wizard," and my brother Matt, he had a nickname, the Wizard. He was an actor and all. So this is kind of where everything sort of came together. I started writing about an actor that can take you to places like a wizard. So this is the wizard taking you on a journey.
Oh, interesting. And a lot of your songs are stories, right? You like to tell a story within the song.
Oh, yeah. In fact, there's some where there's a little bit of music going, but there's an actor talking.
Right.
And that'll be coming up soon. It's right after a song I have called Ghosts and Goblins. In fact, let me throw that on.
Okay, sounds good.
This is one I do out. And the one after it. Life has gone south and my days filled with gloom. Because the ghosts and the goblins, mice and men, have taken my destiny till the end of time. I like the chords and the orchestra behind it.
Right. Perfect
When I play
Halloween.
live, I can only do the guitar.
Right, right. Well, that's perfect Halloween song.
But I did make a video of this, so I'll be putting it up this week.
Okay, on KB Blues, right?
My friend Jimmy helped me record it. He helped me with the lighting. I
Right.
can't do the lighting and everything while I'm playing the guitar.
No, and you can't, you're there, so you can't see what is good lighting and bad lighting. You need a second person to tell you.
Yeah,
You know, that's just the way it is.
but the song after this is called Lost Soul.
Oh,
And that comes into the story. And I said, I don't know where I come up with the ideas here and there, but
I was going to ask you about that. Where did you come up with Lost Soul? Huh?
well, I just call it that because after the story started, I had to listen to what the story's talking about. I sort of, you have to, it makes it kind of scary, you know, and it is definitely Halloweenish. And I do use one of my voices to say it like an actor would,
Right.
you know. In fact, I think it's coming up within 30 seconds from now. And
Can you make it a little louder?
what's that?
Can you make it a little louder for us? There you go.
All right. And sometimes, you know, I get my influences like from Moody Blues, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pink Floyd. So these are my own sounds.
Right.
But takes you on that kind of journey.
Right. And you have a lot of different sounds with your guitar. You do the slide a little bit, and then you know how to get a lot of different sounds out.
Yeah, I could do all kinds of things in the studio.
Yep.
Now everything will quiet down a bit.
Uh-huh.
And then you'll just hear little percussions and things. And that eeriness in the background.
Spookiness. Yeah, a little spooky.
And slide guitar.
I hear it. Yep. That's cool. And for those of you listening, this will be up on YouTube on Kickass Boomers one day next week, hopefully by Monday. So you can see it and hear it.
The end of October, you know, the night of witches and demons. And the leaves, they're scary about the grass. And the billowing clouds block out the sky like a blanket. I was sitting in my room. I could hear the whispering of the wind as it brushes against my window. The candle flickering shadows upon the walls.
I like to build it up as you go.
Right.
The warning from the spirits and ghosts from the past about the very evils that lurk about this very night. I hear voices in my head. I began to lose control of my senses. I couldn't see. I couldn't hear. I couldn't feel. The demon within cast my soul to the darkest place I know. They need the demon. Go. Oh. Growl.
Wow.
So you got to have a little bit of eeriness and scariness.
Yeah, absolutely, for Halloween. It's all part of it.
The next song is called Dead to the Night. Now, I wrote that in high school.
Really?
And I've done it with a couple different bands, but I never did it with this way. I decided I just wanted orchestra. I didn't want any guitars or anything, just the orchestra.
Oh.
Make it sound a little more classical.
Mm-hmm.
When I let my brother Timmy hear it, who does all kinds of counterpoint noise, says, "You know, you're doing counterpoint there." I said, "Thought so." Now that's melodies upon melodies. Violins, now the cello.
Nice.
Now some voices. And you also hear the crickets and everything the nighttime, because it's dead to the night.
Right.
That fades out. You only hear that in the beginning. And now more orchestra.
So how did you come up with that way back in high school?
Well, tell you the truth, let me put the lyrics and everything.
Right.
Well, in high school, I used to experiment with different things.
You had more time then, so yeah.
And basically, I wrote it after an acid trip.
Uh-oh. There you go. You're being honest now.
So that's where it came from.
Okay, there you go. Truth be
But
told.
actually, when you think about it, in the middle I start talking again and explaining it a little more.
Uh-huh.
But it basically says that the night is so much alive that I'm not as alive as the night.
Oh.
So my soul is dead to the night.
Right.
It's the whole meaning of the song.
Oh,
Dead
interesting.
to the night fits Halloween, I thought.
Right. Wow, that's something.
I think I wrote this when I was in 1972, I think I wrote this.
Oh, okay. 50 years ago, Barry. That's 50 years ago.
A long time ago.
Took a long time to get it onto an album, which it's great. I'm glad it's there now.
Now in the middle here, I added the organ just for the talking. On the stage.
Sounds good.
Play rhythms, melodies.
I think it's going to be a popular album. Oh, there we go. Once you watch this on YouTube, you'll see all the strobe lighting in the back. If you're just listening to the podcast, you can't see it. But if you go to YouTube, my Kickass Boomers YouTube channel, you'll be able to watch the lighting in the background. You'll see Barry and I talking, and you'll get the full effect. He's got a lot of effects going on behind him, which is really cool. Especially for Halloween, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a great Halloween album.
Yeah. Now some of these effects I use sometimes on some of my videos. I have all kinds of effects. I use different ones, different videos.
And I think you said you'll have a video on your Facebook page, right? One of the you're putting up one of the videos on your Facebook page?
Yes, the
Okay.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, okay, good.
It's going to be up there this week sometime.
Okay. So by Halloween, it should be there.
And then,
Halloween's Monday.
Yeah. Now I like the endings. This is nice. I was told it's very important to have a good beginning to a song and a good ending.
Absolutely.
The ending is what people are going to know the most.
Yep.
Now.
Cool. A lot of cool sounds.
Yeah, and I like that guitar was kind of eerie too, the electric.
Yes. Right. But some of these songs you could use at other times as well. They're great for Halloween, but you can use them for other occasions too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This one is Spirits of Darkness.
Ah. How many songs are on the album?
10.
10. Oh, okay. That's nice. Yep. More backdrop. Yep. Looks good.
Now. Spirits of the darkness, spirits of the light. Spirits in my madness. Spirits in my life. You guide me through my darkest hours, day or night. They show me past the mirrors and shadows in my life. And the spirits do guide you day or night.
They're very different songs and very different music, which is good because you're not coming out with the same old stuff everybody else is doing.
Yeah. This has the orchestra behind it, I think, has kind of a moody blues kind of sound. That's it. I get my influences from the 60s and 70s.
Right. So how much time do you spend in your studio per week, do you think?
How much time do I spend on what?
In your studio during the week.
Well, lately not as much. I'm doing well. I do actually spend time down here practicing too. Just practicing my guitar. I'm trying to do more live performances, like the open mics, and getting myself ready. I did a gig last week.
Good.
Somebody hired me for a party, and I should do a Halloween party.
You should, yeah. You should at least be in one of the bars for Halloween. You think they would want you?
I'll have to throw a party, a Halloween party.
There you go. That works.
Yes. And in this song, I have it turned down. Now turn it down because once in a while I can't hear you as well.
Right.
In the middle here, I just throw some other effects. I don't have any real lead going on. And but it's always fun to be sitting here and doing like, especially when it's a lot better when I have other friends around jamming with me.
Absolutely. Always more
so
fun.
so many new and fresh ideas and all.
Yeah.
But like I said, this one here is just something I threw together all by myself. I thought, and I did have friends over like listening to it, and they'll give me ideas. They'll say, "Hey, this or that,"
Right.
Why don't you have this kind? Or I play them what I got, and they'll say that doesn't sound good here, and I might change it around. I have a lot of different outtakes of things that I didn't use.
Right. Well, that's typical. That happens to everyone.
Every band does that.
Every band, even when you're writing a book, you write all these pages and then you edit out a lot of it. So it happens with every creative endeavor. That happens.
But it's been a long road on this. It's been taking me years to do this because I'm making up as I go, and if I don't have to write lyrics and stuff, even when you do story parts, it's got to be right. I want it to sound like a Walt Disney movie or something,
Right. Well, it sounds good. I think people are going to be interested. So when you're done with it, how can they get one of your albums?
Well, when this comes out, it's going to be up on my Facebook page. I'll put out that I'm going to be releasing it, and
where they can buy it and all that, right?
Yeah. And now this one is the Banshee.
Ah.
Of course, I was in Ireland for a little while. You got to talk about the Banshee.
Absolutely. Yep. I have quite a few people listening to the podcast in Ireland, so we'll say hello to all our Irish listeners. They'll probably have a lot of fun listening to this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to get more of my friends. I do have some friends in Ireland. I got to, I keep in touch with a little bit.
Right.
I'm going to have to send them a copy of some of this stuff.
Yeah.
The ones I've met in the pubs while I'm jamming with them. I bring my harmonicas, and they invite me on the stage, and then they invite me to the jams around the town.
Yeah, that's great. You're so friendly. The Irish people are
musicians too.
Yeah, and the Irish people are so friendly. They really are. And they love music, and they love storytelling.
Oh yeah. Irish songs are all about stories.
All about the story, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. The Headless Coachman drive. Oh, the Coach DeBauer.
Oh.
That if you watch the Walt Disney movie, what's his name? Something in the Little People. A Walt Disney movie. I forget the name of it now, but he talks about the Coach of the Bower coming down from the sky to collect the soul. And if you look up Coach of the Bower and all that it'll
pop up. Yeah. Wow. On a Disney movie. Wow. I'm not that into Disney right now because I don't have any little kids. And a lot of the Disney's geared to little kids.
Well, Disney gets into a lot of different things.
Yeah, they do.
Actually, the star is Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Oh.
And the star of that movie is the guy that played James Bond, the first one. I forget his name now. Huh? As I get older, I can't remember names.
Oh yeah, we're all the same.
James Bond. He was in that movie. In fact, he sings in that movie. I never heard him sing.
Really? Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
But
interesting.
Darby O'Gill and the Little People, good movie.
There's a lot of really old movies from years ago that had little people in it, and they had the leprechauns in it, and all kinds of things like that. Like from the 40s and 50s, there were a lot of movies made with leprechauns and little people. And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, they were great. I loved them.
And the leprechauns were never vicious.
No.
They would just play around with you, like
Right,
um,
right.
but when you get to the newer ones, like then they're always vicious and trying to kill people and all. Like,
Oh yeah, no. In the old movies, they weren't. They were pranksters, but that was it. They
yeah,
would just pull a prank on you, but they weren't vicious and they weren't mean. And then they would just look and laugh at you while you were doing whatever. Yeah, they were funny.
yeah.
It was fun back then. Well, this has been great. This will be fun to have come out on Halloween. It's going to be a great album. So I think people are getting a little bit of a feel for the album by listening to it as we went along. And hopefully once it's done, they're going to go and buy it from you. I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that would be
And
great.
hopefully they all like it. Like I said, the whole album is about a journey. And it takes you on a journey.
Yeah, and that's the best kind.
Here's another one on it. It's Dark Matter. It's just an instrumental.
Right.
Dark Matter sounds Halloweenish.
You have the name Dark in a lot of them, but it's not super dark. It's dark, but it's not super dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put some light in there too, which is nice.
But it was, and some of this, like this one here, is something I recorded in the '90s.
Oh, wow!
But I thought it fit in the CD too, so I just never used it on anything before. So I said I'll throw it on here.
Yeah.
And like me, I'm doing all the instruments on this too.
So this is really a whole compilation of your whole life, because some of the songs you wrote back in high school and then otherwise. So it's really a little variety of everything you've done over the years, right?
Yeah, it comes into a lot of stuff through the years. Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. That's really good. So it really is your journey as well.
Yeah, my journey through life.
Through life and through music. Yep, that's great. That's great. I love it.
It's been a fun one.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being my guest. This has been great. I know people are going to love hearing it. So thank you for coming on, and thank you for sharing your new album. I love it. And I think my audience is going to really like it too.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping everyone does.
Yeah, they will.
And I played Ghosts and Goblins out quite a bit, and a couple years ago I played it out, and I just saw someone like a few weeks ago. He saw me. I haven't seen him in years. This musician, he goes, I remember. And the only thing he told me was, I remember Ghosts and Goblins.
See, so yeah, you know why? Because it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rhythms are different, and it's not like a regular pop song.
Right.
I have a little bit of maybe Spanish thrown in there, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right.
A little bit. I actually, the music to that, I was writing a classical piece I never finished. And what I did was, I said, I don't know what I'm doing with it. Then these lyrics all were coming. I said, I'll just use that for this. And that's where it all came from.
Right. Interesting.
I guess I wasn't meant to write classical music.
I guess not. But that's okay. It sounds a little classical, and people that don't listen to classical get to learn a little bit about it, which is good. Yeah. Okay. Well, good night. Well, thank you very much, and happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween, everyone, and have a good night.
Thank you. You too.